Make sure everything's working. Off to the side over here. And my channel. We are live, baby! Yay!
We're live!
We live! Yep, you can see me waving. There we go. Now I gotta send it to my server and all the promo stuff.
No problem. I can send it in the TGT promo for you. Just so it's in there, unless you're already on it.
Everyone. I'm gonna go to all the promo I can. That's just what I do.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm really hoping one of us has a way to look at chat.
I mean, I've got it up on screen right now.
Alright, awesome. Alright, and let me go to Beast. And quote. Okay.
You just see that because you're busy blurring.
I looked up the corner of my eye and just saw that. Oh, that's funny, man.
Oh, OBS, the fun things you can do with it.
There we go. Now I'll just quick switch between the two, I guess. That's my plan.
I mean, I've got chat open, so it's fine.
Alright, I'm gonna turn off my mic for a second to see if the audio is working. Okay, yep, it's working, but I'm gonna turn off one of these. Because it sounds like you're talking twice.
Yeah, it's overlaying a bit, but it's fine. People of the chat, welcome to this podcast. I know King was supposed to do this intro, but he's currently experiencing technical difficulties.
There we go. There we go. That should do it. That should do it. Look, if you come into the chat right now, you just see me going.
I'm gonna have a live chat when you have all messages coming through.
Alrighty. Alright.
Okie fucking dokie.
Alright. Since everything seems to be working, let's do this right. Good Lord Jesus. Hey everybody, what's Croc? And I'm King Crocker, and finally can do this intro. Welcome to the Crxckcxst, if you couldn't tell from the big green letters on your screen right now. Like the crown I added, it's a pretty nice touch,
You
ain't
couldn't tell.
it? Just if you couldn't
tell. You may be blind.
Yeah,
like me, it's fine.
You might want to see a doctor about that. But regardless, we're here and I got Brandon. Say hello. Again.
Hi.
Hello. He's staring at you. He is staring deep into your soul.
Hello. I'm happy to be here for the first episode of this podcast. I mean, honor and privilege to really be here, so...
It's pretty awesome.
Episode, why? podcast from the king himself, but yes. Yes.
Alright, I'll grab it in a second. Stepmom.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. But regardless, let me just go over what this podcast is about. I wanted to do something a little bit different than the usual run-of-the-mill podcast. I wanted, because your run-of-the-mill podcast is just talking about nothing for like 4 hours straight. Which I do a lot of that anyway. But my point is, I want to do something different. For one thing, I got this music playing in the background. Shout out Brandon for this music. Off the TGT channel. It's in the link of all my videos. I'll show him some love. But I also...
Find me anyway.
Yeah, fair enough. But I also decided that I wanted to do an interview. I want to interview YouTubers and I want to ask them about their channels because I feel like that's a very good way to sort of connect with the audience and so they understand who they're dealing with. I might be doing something similar on his podcast soon. You didn't hear that from me.
Okay. I may have said it, but you didn't hear it from me.
No, you didn't.
Where?
Steven, you chatting nonsense again? Yeah, I got
that bullshit.
Anyway, I got 5 questions. I got a website first. It's just generic questions. Gonna start off, as I just said, generic, and then we're gonna get a little more personal. We're gonna get deep into the backstory. Not too deep though, because I don't want to spoil nothing. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
One of my exes said, "Don't go too deep, or else it'll hurt." YouTube, please don't demonetize me for that.
What the fuck was that? I'm pretty sure if Squish was here, she would say she's never been so proud of you for making an out-of-pocket joke in her life. I'm pretty sure that's what Squish would say in that regard.
Holy shit. YouTube's trying to demonetize me for that one.
You're not even monetized. You can't be demonetized if you're not monetized.
Yeah, they better just stop me from making money, period. They better take away that option entirely.
Just gonna remove you from all the fucking rights for fucking monetization. Like,
yes. Well, shit. Anyway. I'm reading over what's the least, because these questions aren't in any general order. I'll fix that for the next episode, but for right now, we just rolling with it.
Yeah.
Alright, that's a simple enough question. Alright, Brandon. How would you describe yourself in 5 words?
5 words. Jesus Christ.
5 words. Take your time.
I guess creative was one of them. I guess crazy. I mean, that's 2 of them. I mean, there could be a 3rd one of saying, at least, I was just saying stupid, because I can make stupid situations out of something that shouldn't be made stupid, but...
Hey, we all gotta find humor in something.
4th one would be, to describe myself, British.
You read my mind.
People don't really know that on the internet. People wouldn't really know that, and I guess the last one would be herring. Would be another one.
There you go. 5 words. You did it. Good job. Round of applause.
It took a while.
Hey, podcast's supposed to be long. I gotta drag this out as much as I can.
Get that revenue, even though there isn't any. Come on, brother.
Alright, hey. Here we go. What makes you smile and what scares you the most?
I'm gonna start with loud, which is what scares me the most, which is the fear of being alone, which is a deep one, but like it's kind of the unknowingness about it. Like when you're alone, you hear something, or it's like the overall anxiety that you know you're alone, but you hear something like. But it's, I guess it's just the fear of the unknown in general that scares me, because literally anything can happen at any point. It's just whatever happens down the line happens. I think that's probably the best way I can describe what scares me the most. But what gets me to smile the most is probably I guess Squish, if I'm being completely honest with you.
Squish, no, I'm just
kidding. I don't know who is my girlfriend, like me. Nah, but in all seriousness, she does make me smile a lot. She makes me smile a lot more than I used to, ever since we started dating, so I have to give her full credit for that.
Yeah, she does light a room every time she's present. I should know, I have several vids with you and her, which have yet to see the light of day, so stay tuned for that. Whenever those happen, because not even I know. But anyway, I digress. That's not really a good question for a YouTuber.
What's that? I'm barely a YouTuber nowadays, bro. I'm barely a YouTuber.
Alright, I guess I can twist this to make it more, because it's questions for actors, but I'm kind of twisting them to make it more about us. Us as content creators, I should say. I think I can twist this. Have you ever thought of doing any different type of content?
I mean,
like something you haven't tried yet.
Speed up, which is one of them, which I was thinking about doing at one point, but I kind of just wanted to go with whoever felt right first. I mean, speed art can be a pastime, but I do art pretty much every once in a blue moon, but it normally gets done. Like I saw with the I mean, I did the VTuber graphics for everyone so far. I've done Elijah's, yours, mine, and Squish's. I just need to do a few more. So I do art regularly. It's just speed art would be another good way of doing content, and I think another good one, which would possibly be, I guess, voice demo reels, like when voice actors put their various voices in a video and post it, and probably get some traction in other projects down the line. But I don't know. I mean, I have thought about it, but there's really nothing concrete yet for it. So
yeah, that's true, and I've been there to witness your art. You're better than I ever could. I draw like a freaking toddler.
I mean, to be fair, I draw like a freaking Cuphead artist. I mean, that's kind of my style, like cartoony, goofy, and just overall derpy, because I watched a lot of Simpsons, and I grew up with Simpsons, Adventure Time, and Amazing World of Gumball, so you know where my art styles come from. Like, it's that sort of
Cartoon Network
art style. Rest in peace, Cartoon Network. You will be missed.
I miss it. I miss it. I miss it. Everybody does. Everyone from our generation.
Yes.
What would you say are your greatest strengths and weaknesses when it comes to content creation?
Strengths and weakness. I can go with strengths first, which is kind of like, I know how to. I'm going to talk about each channel and how I format them differently. So TGT, I normally talk with BC. We get in these calls every so often, and we just talk about video ideas, what we could do. And then if we see one that kind of sticks or suits TGT, we go for it. And I guess that's kind of a strength for TGT. Like, I normally get to have a say in videos that get pushed out on that channel. with archives and Brandon BBB, which is my main, well, my solo main channel. I
Subscribe to
guess
that.
my overall subscribe to both BB Archives and Brandon BBB. You can subscribe to the Golden Trio as well. Fuck it, why not?
Give the man some love.
You have a go at it. Give everyone some love.
This British man some love. Needs it.
But with Brandon BB, I guess I can, like, a best strength I can go for myself for that channel is that I always have the ability to improve and grow upon certain content styles. Like music has been adapting ever so often. Lore writing's been immaculate as of recent. Kind of got back into the swing of things for that for archives. And I've been trying to improve on editing styles or just overall. So I guess a strength of mine is the ability to improve on certain things I've already done.
That's a good strength to have.
With archives, I guess it's the ability to get a video out fast that way. Like,
Yeah.
BB Archives is a lore channel, so you can probably just whack text. I write something down, voice act it, and if there's other voice actors, I'll wait for them to get back to me.
Yeah, there you go.
Whack it into a video, and then I guess it's my ability to whack out a video faster for that one. But weaknesses, I guess overall my scheduling is a big weakness. I kind of just
Yeah, that's one. That's
and also
one.
my ability to remember things. Like,
Yes.
Squish can tell you firsthand, I'm not the best at remembering anything.
Yeah.
Like literally, you could say something yesterday, and I just forget it the next day. So it's bad, but
You didn't forget about
at least
this.
I make good things out of it.
Did not forget about the Crxckcxst.
You cannot. No one can.
Nope.
I mean,
It's impossible.
yeah. I guess a weakness I have is my ability to remember things. That's a big weakness. I can't remember shit. Really, I can't remember shit. But my ability, like my schedule conflicts so bad as of recent because I'm back in work.
Yeah, I feel that.
Back in my part-time job at the moment. I may be looking for something else down the line, which probably be increased in hours, but who knows?
Yeah, that's the biggest issue.
Yeah,
with,
just
That's the biggest issue with me too. Is like, because you know me, I'm always pumping out 2 videos a week. I have yet to miss a week even still. But work makes that so much more difficult than it has to be. Because if y'all don't know, I work a full-time job, and a lot of times when I get home, I'm either too tired to record or I just go to sleep. Which I could record something, I guess, during that dead space. But like, that's not fair to y'all. Like, would you guys rather I be my dumb ADHD hyperactive self or depressed?
Like you can either choose A or B, chat.
Yeah.
I prefer A.
Yeah, I prefer A too. All day, every day.
I mean that's the same here. It's just like whenever I get off work, I just really don't have the drive to do anything besides like play games or just. I guess write is the best way to put it, but I guess scheduling just conflicts with everything else, and that's probably a weakness when it comes to content creation. But overall. A weakness I do have is just, like, personally, a weakness is, I don't really know. Like, I guess all the weaknesses I've already put out is just personal anyway, so.
Also, hi, Kiro.
Scheduling and remembering things. Yes, hello, Kiro.
I see you in chat. Don't worry, I didn't miss you.
Yeah, but remembering things and scheduling is a weakness, but with other things listed on TGT, my ability to pick out a video and see if it sticks, I guess that shows a leadership skill.
Yeah, it kind of does.
That should be a strength.
There's a question about
with
that coming
BBB,
up.
I guess. Oh. Yeah, but with BBB, there's the ability to guess, improve and expand upon certain styles of content, and with archives, it's the ability to whack out a video as fast as I fucking can, which really doesn't take up too much of my energy, so it's fine.
Yep,
I
there you
guess
go.
that's kind of all I've got to say about that.
Alrighty, then I can move on.
Yes.
This ought to be interesting. Yeah, that's the question. But anyway,
Damn.
what type of videos do you like to record the most?
Lore videos. For me personally, it gets my brain thinking. It keeps my brain active. Like, I couldn't sit for like an hour straight doing like a solo commentary gameplay video. I couldn't. I think it would just drive me mad. But when it comes to lore videos, like, it's the fun of writing the script, voice acting in it, editing it together to make it what you envisioned, and then publishing it afterwards. It's a sense of satisfaction, I guess. Lore videos are up there, as well as music. Music is a good one as well.
Yes. Alright, yeah, sure, why not? What advice would you give to the people who want to make content but don't know where to start?
I know you've probably may have heard this all the times before. Be yourself. Like, you can be. Don't try and be like anyone else. Like, I know for a fact that you have to go with someone else's tediums to make it big, but at least try and be yourself on camera as well as off camera, because you have that same. It gives the viewer that sense of comfort. Like, you're not trying to put on a mask and then just perform. It's just you're being yourself on and off camera. It's more genuine. It's more of a genuine experience. But start off with interests that you like, and pick up with people that also pique your interest. So for me, it was DA Games, Iris, Final Freddy's, Bendy. I'm pretty much into like the indie scene mostly, but I can stray into horror. So yeah,
Horror is a good one.
The only advice I can give you is be yourself when you're on and off camera, because it's more genuine for the audience. You don't want to have your audience lose trust from you right off the bat. It's just make sure you be 100% yourself. Like, I'm not saying you should be like if you feel low, don't record. Like, it's simple in that regard. But if you're like normally think of it as if you're talking to someone online, like a webcam. That's really a good way I can put it. So just pretty much be yourself. Put your interests out there on YouTube and see where it goes. And that's where I started off.
Yep, best way to do it. I started off from Xbox clips. I was the lowest.
You went that far back? Fucking hell.
Yeah, that was the lowest of the low.
Okay. Xbox One clips or Xbox 360 clips? There's a question here.
On this King Crocker channel, it was Xbox One.
Okay, at least you're not that far back.
It's on my
that would have been an era to be alive in.
On my oldest channel, it was 360, and probably because of that shit got taken down. A lot of Call of Duty.
That's
a lot of Call of Duty.
COD's just the main thing to get clips, because that's what's popping off at the time with Black Ops and Modern Warfare. So
not proud of it. Not proud of it.
I'm not proud of some of the content I do, but it's a footprint and a step towards the right direction. So,
but the point is, you gotta start from somewhere, even if that means whatever. You just get better with time.
Yeah. Time heals all wounds.
Yes, it does.
It's an ancient saying.
But it's a true saying. All right. If I ask this question, it'll conclude the website, and then I can just get to the stuff I have written down.
All right.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? So, the next 5 years, 2024, 2029. You'll be what, 26 then?
2029.
You'll be what, 26
Yep.
then?
26. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, where do you see your 26-year-old self?
Probably still doing the same thing. Like, probably just working in a job alongside doing everything else I do now. So I don't really see anything changing. It's just, I think I'll probably just be more happy with what I'm doing in the future, I guess. Like, as of currently, like, I'm cushy with it, but I know in the future it will get better. Like, there's always room to improve. So yeah, I
always.
think in the next 5 years I would have improved a lot more, and I think things will really start to take off then.
Yeah, always aim for higher. I preach that all the time. I mean it. Always aim for higher. Stay hungry. Speaking of hunger, I got a sub back there. I'm just dying to get into.
ain't no shame in getting it.
No, I'll probably do it while you're answering a question though. All right, here we go. This probably should have been the first question I asked, but here we are. Brandon BBB. Why is that your
Hello.
name?
Oh, the YouTube name.
Yeah.
So there's a history of this channel name actually, because there's a long history of it. It used to be called DBE Productions, which is it was supposed to be like a UK group channel, which stemmed from my IRL college friends and myself, which just then spiraled into only me uploading. So I thought, well, we have to get rid of the DBE Productions and go with the Brandon. But then I had my initials at the very end, which is BBB, which is my first name, a nickname that I got called from a street musician who's also my friend now, because I see him often, and my last name, so it's Brandon BBB, so that's kind of the story of how that came to be.
I know his full name. I'm not gonna leak it though.
I mean, I've said it online before. So it's Brandon. The middle name isn't a real name, it's just a nickname that I've kind of adapted into a fake middle name. Ain't nothing wrong with a little nickname in between, which is Benjamin, because that's what the street musician called me. And I believe that I got called that in, what, 7th, 8th, maybe 9th grade, if I remember.
Really?
And then my last name is Bonner, so it's Brandon Benjamin Bonner, which is BBB, so...
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say what I thought it originally was when I first saw it.
Hey, yeah, we all know what that was.
Yeah, we all do, and I can't say it on stream or else I will get lit up by YouTube.
And YouTube would be like, well, take down stream.
Yep. And I have to do this all over again. Those were different questions.
Not fun.
No, it's not. Okay. Alright, here. Are you proud of what you've accomplished, or are you hungry for more?
I mean, I'm proud of what I've accomplished so far, but there's always room to improve. Like, I mean, I look back on certain things, I'm like, I'm proud of it, but there's also certain things I wasn't really keen on, like, uploading, but I'm still proud of it nonetheless, because it's a footprint and a step to where I am now, so I can't really be...
Well, I think
can't really disown anything I've done, so...
I think everybody's like that. We all got those things we look back on and we're proud of ourselves. But there's always that one thing where we're like, oh God, why did I do that thing? Oh God, that was me? Oh no.
Oh, fuck.
Why did I do that? When will you learn that your actions have consequences?
Yeah, proud of the stuff I've done now, but always room to improve.
Always. Even I've started experimenting with green screen effects, which is awesome. You didn't see
Hell yeah.
You didn't see that for Sparking Zero. I already asked you that. There we go. Actually, no. No, I think that's too personal for this early in the start.
Ooh, so is that a later question?
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, here we go. Do you ever see yourself as someone others can look up to and or aspire to be?
Fuck no. Fuck no. I mean, I can be in certain regards, and just being like, I have that ability to keep pushing onwards and have that sort of mentality to strive to do more. But other than that, no.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just me personally. I don't feel like I'm a good role model for people, but
Yeah, but most YouTubers
yeah,
aren't.
there's always other people.
You feel me? Like most
Yeah, you're
YouTubers,
not wrong.
especially in like the era we grew up in, it was a lot of edgelord type content.
I mean, sort of shaped the platform, so
Of course, a lot of them have moved on, and they're not like that anymore. I also apologize for this noise. I'm opening the sub. But like a lot of YouTube was built off those types of jokes, so really you can't look up to anybody. In theory, of course.
There's a certain few you can name that you can look up to, like what a list of a few right now. Dan,
who originally comes to mind.
Yeah, there's also Dude Perfect. That's another good one.
Oh, well,
There's also,
if you aspire to be Dude Perfect, you better be really good at basketball.
you better be good at trick shots, brother.
Yep.
There's also what PewDiePie, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, or like pretty much the most main name people in the indie game scene.
Mm-hmm.
And you can even go outside the indie game scene. You've got Rosanna Pansino. You've got I mean, I guess what you can do is there's another YouTuber out there. I just forgot his name. I forgot their name, sorry. Don't know if it's a he or she. There's this one.
Alright, I got one to add though. Harley.
Moist Critical. Yep.
A lot of people say
there's so many people that you can look up to.
A lot of people say I sound like him.
Yeah, there's so many people you can look up to, but I don't feel like I fit in that category, personally.
Not yet. Not yet.
Who knows, later down the line, someone may look up to me and be like, I want to be like him.
Yeah.
But I guess that's kind of like, I can understand if people want to look up to me as like a role model, but at the same time, I generally don't like the idea of people looking up to people.
Yeah.
Like I get it, but at the same point, like,
Well, it never hurts to have inspiration.
you don't. Yeah, it never hurts to have inspiration, but you don't want to be too much like that inspiration. Otherwise, it'll be seen as like carbon copies. So that's kind of where that point stands. Like, so in short, I don't feel like I'm a good role model. So I guess no, I don't feel like people will look up to me.
Alright, we'll wait a couple of years to see if that answer changes.
I'll come back on this podcast soon enough and be like, well, fuck.
Yep. Man, I got everything you could ever want. You better want to be me.
We caught you on VAR. Fucker.
Anyway. There we go. What future endeavors are you most excited for?
Future endeavors?
Yeah, endeavors.
Uh,
Endeavor in this case is... What's the word I'm looking for? Subjective. Endeavors in this case is subjective. It could mean like life events, future videos, future plans, etc.
I guess releasing the Scientia novel would be a good one. Which would be like a lifelong achievement, having like a physical copy of something I've written in my hand and people can actually read it online.
Awesome.
It's just, that would be another good one. Like,
I'll buy the whole stash.
I mean, there's,
Especially since I'm in it.
that's because you're just in it.
Yeah. Just because I just show up.
I mean, to be fair, you play one of the most, I guess, one of the critical roles of Scientia, which is near enough the end of the book. So, near enough the end of the first book, at least, if I remember correctly. But the books will go more in depth as I release that big update video I teased and TGT's announcements. So,
That'd be awesome.
I guess releasing a physical book. It's either releasing a physical book or getting like a physical vinyl of something, like a physical vinyl of like a vinyl record of an album I've done. Like Complexverse Restoration could be up there, or Lo-Fi Vibes 2 could be up there.
Yeah, speaking of Lo-Fi Vibes 2, that's what's playing right now.
I was about to say, I recognize it. Like I've literally heard the stream like when you were testing. I was like, that's Lo-Fi Vibes. Definitely the second one. But yeah. That's kind of like a future endeavor, is like releasing physical copies of books I write, or physical copies of music I've done, which would be a big one as well. So I guess releasing more physical merchandise for people to enjoy that can actually last a long time. So
yeah, that's everyone's dream.
Yep.
But it's good endeavors to have. Now, oh, this one's like right on the border. How do you feel about everything you've accomplished despite not having to please the algorithm?
But how do I feel about the stuff I've made despite going against the algorithm?
Yeah, like you've got your success without having to rub the boots of YouTube.
I mean, I'm fucking happy with it. Like there's so many things you can do while going against the algorithm and still gain traction. Like obviously there is trends you can follow which are non-algorithm based.
Yeah.
Like you can go outside the algorithm. Like, I think the algorithm at the moment is mainly based on business and what I guess Mr. Beast, because Mr. Beast is the new face. He's the new golden child of YouTube, and business people are starting to fucking through companies left, right, and center. So yeah, that's kind of the main algorithm you've got. So if you don't follow that algorithm, which I doubt anyone will, there's pretty much nothing you can do about that.
I know what food product you're talking about too, and let me tell you, that shit sucks.
But don't get me wrong, some food products I can get behind, but it's just the top ones are a big nope. Well, in terms of like me going against the algorithm, I've always been doing that. There's no reason for me to go with the algorithm because it's not in my lane. It's far from it, but I'm proud of the stuff I've done. It gains traction. If it doesn't, I'm just gonna fucking...
Doesn't gain traction, it gets you watch now.
Exactly.
Always contributing.
So I'm happy with the stuff I've done. Yeah.
Alright. Here we go. What drives you? What drives you to keep going? Where's the fuel source?
Keep going. The fuel source is my imagination. If I'm being completely honest, like I have like I said earlier, one of my 5 words of describes I was creative. I can pretty much think of anything off the spot and just make a video out of it. But that's kind of how I normally go about writing anyway. Like pretty much I just wake up and write a bit of CNT, which I've done literally today. I wrote an entire page full of it. Which is a long process. Like I'm planning on writing 2 more tomorrow, which will get me back on track to where I need to be with chapter 2. But yeah, I guess my creativity fuels me to keep going, and also I guess the friends and family I've made along the way also fuels it, because I know people are enjoying the stuff I put out, so that's also another good factor.
Alright, well, since you want to talk about family, that leads directly into my next question.
Oh dear.
Does your family support you in this YouTube journey?
No comment.
Very well. Fair enough.
Like I can't confirm nor deny that they approve of this. I don't want to get my family involved.
Fair enough. I don't either, so I feel that one.
They support me enough that I'm able to still do this. That's where I'll leave it.
There you go. Alright. Alright, here. This will be the last question before we get into the juicy stuff. How did the idea of the Golden Trio come to fruition?
The idea of TGT.
Mm-hmm.
So, literally on the very end of my time with the Peeps, Nikki and BC also left the Peeps because I felt, well, I actually felt like I was overworking myself and it was my own fault, but I decided to leave because I was just like, hey, I'm the only one doing pretty much majorly most of the pushing out of content as possible. Nikki just felt the same way, and then BC kind of just wanted to do his own thing anyway, if I remember it correctly at least. But then we kind of just sound like us three sounded cool together. We just like, well, we're just kind of the golden trio that left the Peeps. We're like, wait a minute, that could be a good channel name. And then I think Nikki said, well, I think she said, well, we could potentially do it. And I just fucking booked it for it. So that's, well, me and Nikki kind of had that incentive of starting like something anyway. We were planning on doing a series for the Peeps, but that didn't come to fruition. But thankfully, with all that happened, TGT came from us three leaving the Peeps to do something a lot more bigger and I guess somewhat better, because the Peeps, like, don't get me wrong, the Peeps style content is good. Like, I don't want to discredit anyone else on that group, don't get me wrong, it's just the fact that I know TGT strives to do more.
Yeah, no,
And
you
plus
guys
the Peeps
fucking
have been
suck.
inactive for a year, so... Oops. And you're disrespecting Kami, Logan, Elijah.
Nah, I know. They know I'm fucking around.
Yeah, no disrespect to any of the content, but I just feel like the content on the Peeps is good. I just feel like TGT strives to do more and better things
Oh, it
than
definitely
the
does.
Peeps, because it is expanding. It's expanding
it even
more
feels
as
that
time
way.
goes on. Yeah, so I feel because literally we kind of me, Nikki and BC said, well, we just made a channel that's called the Golden Trio. I think Nikki and Nikki had the original idea of the Golden Trio, and we started making a channel based off of it because it was just us three having fun with a channel we kind of built to make content for. So we kind of kept the name as it was because, I'm not gonna lie, it's just seemed to fit as time went on.
There you go. And also, I lied. I forgot I had more not personal questions, so we'll ask those first. What are your plans if YouTube doesn't work out?
And for YouTube, I guess release music on other platforms, like I guess Instagram would be a major one. Like if YouTube flops, then I mean I'm kind of in the flop zone anyway, because I'm not posting on any channel at the moment. But if it was to really flop, like if my channel was to end up deleted, I'd probably just start over again, just release music and probably do the same thing all over again, really, because it's the thrive that it's like you're playing a game. You get to restart every single time. Like you get to complete a game from start to end. If it's on a one life basis, you kind of get to go back to the very beginning and do it all over again, experience it anew again anyway.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
There's really no wrong. There's no wrong in it. It's just I'll start over again, probably do stuff a bit more different and a bit more with a bit more of a mindful decision in where I want to take YouTube in the second run. So as of right now, we're fine. We're fine with this run.
Yeah, we're fine. Doing good. Alright.
Hell yeah.
It's kind of personal, but not really. What's your favorite thing about your channels/community?
channel slash community, I guess it's the way that everyone kind of clicks together as well. Like you saw in general chat, everyone kind of seems to click together as well. Like,
Yeah.
as far as I can see, the community's going great. We actually, like, I try my best to communicate. Like today, I've been communicating in there, or like I've been trying my best to at least get at least some comments in general chat or promote some of the stuff for other channels. But at the same time, like, the community's just an overall in a great place, and that's really where that stands. But the channel,
That could be any channel. That could be your solo one, BBB Archives, or TGT. Or all three if you really want.
wait, can you repeat the question based on like the channel basis? I kind of just forgot, but mine just blanked.
What's your favorite thing about them?
I guess the favorite thing about all, like, I'll say as a collective, because it is a collective basis, but I guess it's the ability to post whatever you kind of want without the fear of the algorithm taking over.
Oh,
That's
absolutely.
kind of the best thing you've got. You get to upload what you want when you want it. It's just, it's an amazing thing that
Really
I
is.
kind of strive to do.
Yeah, that is pretty awesome. That's pretty much what I love about it too. Like, and you've seen my channel. I just play whatever I want. Like
It's the best way to go about it, really.
Sparking Zero is a newer game, but I was excited for that, so of course I'm gonna play it. But like,
Oh, yeah?
even Logan's picked up on this. I play a lot of older games, like the Quantic Dream games. I just started playing Telltale's Walking Dead. Love that game. I'm gonna play the shit out of that game. And yeah, I'm about to play Outlast Whistleblower. But we got.
Ooh, Outlast, decent title.
Yep, I finished the main game. Now I just gotta do Whistleblower.
Fair play to you.
But
Try
anyway,
not to get scared.
yeah. And you already know how I am with horror games. You've heard me scream like a girl.
There's a reason why one of the soundboard effects is Scream on your server.
Yeah, that's why. Okay, we'll go from least personal to most, just to get the ball rolling in the right direction. Oh, this one's real juicy, but not in the ways the other ones are. Who's your favorite person in your friend group? Shouldn't be that hard.
Favorite person in my yeah, it's Squish. What do you mean?
That's what I'm saying.
What, I was about to say my friend group. There is no friend group. It is her.
Alright, mine is Squish. How about the guys?
So, minus the obvious option. I have
Shouldn't
to
be that
pick.
hard.
Like,
Shouldn't be that difficult.
if we're really talking logistically, it has to be Elijah, because he's there for.
Oh yeah.
He's been around for. He's been my friend for a while. Like as long as I've known Kami, Logan, Nikki, even Squish as well, because we kind of met in that same year.
Yeah, you're
But
gonna.
he's been more. He's more of the what? He's more wise and more. I guess. Like he knows what to say in the right moments.
Mhm.
Like I kind of like he's more.
He's more
outside than
socially aware.
Most people I've met. Socially aware. There you go. I was about to say that as well, but yeah, that's. If I have to pick a favorite, it'd probably be Elijah. Sorry, basically, but
You're about to meet him soon, aren't you?
not really. We're rescheduled to
Well, not soon,
call
but like,
today. Whenever we get on call next for a meeting.
oh no, wrong button. There, King.
Pressed the wrong button. What have you pressed?
I pressed the power off my phone. I lost access to the questions
Oh damn.
for a split second, but I got it back.
There you go.
I got it back. Got it back. Okay. You already answered that. You already answered that. And I want to save that for later. This is why I need to put these in order. Otherwise, it's just gaps of me looking at my phone, rambling, doing nothing.
Fuck it, it's the best way to do a podcast. I have no order whatsoever. You can experience that on my channel when I do the BBB podcast. There's no fucking list or shit. It's just smooth brain say mouth does. It's simple.
All right, you know what? Since we're on the topic of your friends, how'd you meet some of them? You can pick whatever ones you want.
I'm gonna go through the entire timeline. I'll tell you how I met most of them at least.
Okay.
So, by some random chance, like it was lockdown, I was just kind of browsing and see what to do. I saw Omegle videos and I was like, fuck it, we'll go on Omegle. And then somehow by random chance I met Dean, who was a long-time friend of mine on Discord. Yeah, we kind of, I think we kind of met in the midst of lockdown, like the very beginning of lockdown, if not later than, which we kind of just walked for like hours and hours, because lockdown. I was still in college, like nothing was really going on because the lockdown I think just happened. So
crazy days.
Yeah, me and Dean were just kind of talking daily, and then I looked at some YouTubers in my spare time, and I saw that Nikki was also one of them because I was a long time sub of hers. If I remember correctly. I should be.
I've been watching Nikki since like. Was it before? Did I watch Nikki before Beastly? I don't think so. I think I found Nikki through Beastly. But regardless, I would have been like 11 or 12 at the time, so my point stands.
Yeah, so I mean, then I found out that she had a server, and I should kind of join that. Then I met I pretty much met Nikki. I met Elijah, Kami, Logan, Gren, pretty much the main group of the peeps at the time. And then I think as time when I started meeting more people, I met Lido, who was a good friend of mine, Centrani, who was also a good friend of mine during the Among Us era that I had. Met Squish through Elijah, because Elijah invited Squish to an Among Us session we were hosting. And I think as time went on, then we started doing, I think it was around the time where I was near enough ending my time with the peeps, where we started, I guess, figuring out what the next step is. Well, I was trying to figure out what the next step is. So in the midst of TGT, we kind of just stayed in that kind of group. And I met somebody through, I believe, Nikki, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I met pretty much all the main people in the server through Discord. But in terms of IRL friends, I've met Ellie through college, or outside of college, because she wanted to meet me before college started, because not gonna lie, I didn't even know she was gonna be in the same college with me.
Ellie's
met Ella through, she is a force that can't be reckoned with.
No, that's my favorite part.
Met Ella through Ellie, which is
that's ironic.
Obviously through college. Yep. Met Hayden through college. Just he was in a different music department than me. I was doing music technology. He was doing music performance. So we met through there. Bo was a long-time friend of mine from, I think, 9th grade, if I remember correctly, or just 8th grade. I can't remember. He's a long-time friend of mine. Like, probably the longest running friend I still have. But yeah, I think when I did the what was it? The Among Us fucking era of it. I did a family server. If I'm like, it's like all friends come together. We all just hang out, play Among Us and whatnot. We try to play extra games as well if we feel like it. So I met Golden, Ghost, Aaron through there, some other people as well. Like, pretty much most people I've met are through Discord. Like, Discord's a wonderful place, and it all stemmed from one Omegle call from Dean, and then I found Nikki on YouTube again, so it's kind of how I met everyone. And I met you through, because you joined the server. I was like, yeah, fuck it. You're a friend of Violet's, so I was like, and you became more active in the server. I was like, fuck it, we'll be friends with you, see where it goes, and now we're here. And then in 2024.
I'm an honorary member of the whole thing.
Are you a moderator? If I can't remember correctly, of the server.
In the server, yeah, I am.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. I had to make sure, because if you weren't, it's awkward on my part.
Yeah, no, I'm a moderator. Luckily, I haven't had to use that power yet. Thank you guys in the server for behaving.
I think it's mainly the case of just me and Beastie kind of act before the mods do it, unless the mods act before us. There's rarely been any situations as of late to do that, but...
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah, that's kind of where it was. Thank God, at least.
Yeah. Well, that's one less string to have to worry about.
Yeah, in short, I met Dean for Omegle. I found Nikki on YouTube after a long time. Joined her server, and then I kind of met everyone else through Discord. That stemmed into this entire thing, so...
Lovely place. Lovely, lovely place.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, last question. Okay, sure. Have you ever had an experience where you felt like someone's essentially tried to use you to get to the bigger YouTubers in your circle? And I ask this because I have.
But I remember of no. That I personally know, no.
Yeah, because I've had a situation like that. I wanted to see if I wasn't alone.
I mean, there might have been a time, but I just really can't remember. It's been either too long or I just chose to forget.
Well, for the sake of it, I'll say my story. And you know what? This is unfortunately a reality. A lot of us, and when I say us, I mean like you, me, Kami, Logan, all them guys. This is a thing a lot of us have to deal with when it comes to newer people joining the community. Is a lot of people come in only seeing views. They don't see the progress. They don't see the values. They don't see any of that. They see numbers, and that's all they see. And then they play the part long enough where, or at least it happened with me, in my whole thing. They play the part long enough to the point where I trusted them and thought about introducing them to you, but after I found out what they did, I didn't. And that pretty much started off because we had a YouTube video on my old channel. This old channel, I think the subs on this channel have now surpassed that one. But my point stands. We recorded Fortnite together. I know, boo. But we did that, and they recorded too, and it was they went into a hissy fit because my video was doing better. It was like, where's my views? Where's this? Where's that? I'm like, no, that's not how this works. That's not only is that not how friendships work, period, that's not how YouTube works. It's still a grind. There's still a mindset. There's still, you have to put in the effort to get the results you want. You can't just leech off of other people.
It's different for everyone else.
But yeah, anyway, I digress. That situation's well behind me now. That happened like 3 years ago. Not 3.
I mean,
I didn't know you 3 years ago. No. But it feels like 3.
No,
It feels like 3
known me
years
for
ago.
like what, a year, I think. it's either a year or like half a year. I really can't
It's definitely
remember how
been.
time flies.
It's definitely been a year by now.
Yeah, definitely,
But it feels like 3
yeah,
years.
time flies by. Yeah, it feels like as time flies. I'm like, wait a minute, what the fuck? It's just what the hell? Time is just a weird concept. But
Yeah.
going back to your story, you kind of just get people like that. It's like, why are you succeeding more than me? It's like, I don't really give a shit. It's just
Yeah. Because my mind
I
isn't
upload a
focused on
video. If
succeeding.
it does well, it does well. Yeah, your mind isn't focused on doing well. It's mainly the focus on having fun.
Yeah, I can
Like,
focus. I can
really.
focus on succeeding when I'm successful. But until then, I'm just having fun. I'm still gonna have fun even when I'm successful. Just in a more, I guess, successful way. Like, someone take a shot at the amount of times we've said successful in that 1 minute time span.
Whoever is taking shots for every time we've said the word successful, they are going to be passed out right now.
Yeah, they probably can't take shots anymore.
Bang! I had head slammed on the table, like, oh
Oh no.
bang!
Oh no, 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 no.
Just drunk off their mind.
Ah, jeez. Okay, where's that one question? Where the fuck is it? They were right on top of each other, now I can't find either of them. No, not there. Not there. Oh, no. Here it is. It's 2 questions, but for the sake of it, I'll turn it into 1.
Alright.
What would your past self say if he saw where you were today? What would you say to him?
My past self would look at me and be like, you're still in the same fucking position as where you were. Really. I'm like, well, at least I'm more happier. That's kind of what I've got to say about you, mate.
Yeah.
Things will get better as time goes on, buddy.
Be yourself, dude.
Just keep being you, have fun, and do everything right.
Yeah. Or at least try to.
Don't make dumb decisions. Actually, do make dumb decisions. That's how we got here in the first place.
Yes, please do make dumb decisions.
Make
the
important
dumbest
decisions, but also make the most stupidest important decisions you can. That's kind of what I would say. Like, make important stupid decisions that will lead you to the same position as you are as time goes on, because you'll have more fun with it and you'll be more happier in the process.
All right. Well, while we're on the topic of the past, why is my brightness so low?
Exposure gone. Heal.
There we go. If anything, what would you change about the past as far as YouTube goes? What would you change and why, if anything?
I guess what I would mainly change about the way I structured YouTube is just the fact of, I guess, I don't really know what I would change, really. I guess my overall work mentality, I would say, during the Peeps era, of just like, I need to be posting every day, when that's not the case now, is it? It's like, I haven't posted in a week or 2.
Yeah, no, that's not
Maybe
realistic.
even a month. Yeah, but my workflow when it came to the Peeps was just like, you have to upload every single day for this channel to pop off. So if I was to change anything, it would be like my workflow with the Peeps. But at the same time, I really don't feel like I would change that, because it leads to TGT. Because so I don't really think I'll change anything. But if there had to be something I would change, it would be that workflow of me in the Peeps era, of what I've done.
Yeah, and that goes back to, because I relate to that a lot. For the longest time, because I wanted an upload schedule, but I didn't want an insane upload schedule.
Yep.
Because when I think maybe it's just me. When I think of upload schedules, I think of when Jacksepticeye used to do 2 videos a day. And I sat for a minute when I started taking YouTube seriously again. I sat for a minute, I thought, I'm like, there is no way on God's green earth this is gonna happen. So I figured, what's reasonable? What's an upload schedule I can consistently follow that isn't practically making me want to kill myself? Oh, can't say that. You guys heard nothing.
I mean,
But anyway,
overwork yourself. There's a
overwork,
term for
yes.
it.
What can I do that doesn't make me want to overwork myself? And I decided on 2 videos a week, starting last year now. And I haven't missed a week since. We're going strong.
I mean, you've got a stable workflow. That's all that matters. Like, and you're happy doing it. So.
Oh, I'm really happy doing
I
this.
mean,
This YouTube channel was the best thing that ever happened to me. Alright, look at chat real quick. Nothing? Okay.
nothing at the moment.
Excuse me. It was burped. Felt kind of good. Felt really good. No, I kind of want to save that for the end. Already asked you that. Here we go. What was the thought process for Scientia? How did that come to fruition? Where did that come from?
It started off, like, I'll go through a timeline of it. It started off with, like, me making RPG games, like, just simple ideas coming into a fucking simple RPG game, post it online, see where it goes. But then as I started getting into more the Peeps era, Decrypted was born from past trauma, and yeah, funny enough, this boy right here, he's all my traumas combined into a character. Then we kind of just wrote off of his character what would happen with him later down the line. We kind of just made more characters down the line. And when the Peeps stuff happened, we kind of just integrated the Peeps, the other members of the Peeps, his characters into the story as well, because I was hosting an event at the time. And as soon as I started writing stuff when TGC rolled around, and when the first lore album for that channel was being released, we kind of said, well, we kind of just have the Hatherverse there. We needed like more systems out there, or at least more universes out there. So Crxckcxst was born in that sort of area. And funnily enough, as soon as I got with Squish, literally a month later, the Crxckcxst was born. So now we had like a stable flow of universes, but there's always forgotten ideas that could potentially come back later down the line. That's what the underside is. It's forgotten ideas that's been tucked away at the very bottom of the entire barrier. So Scientia in its own right is just my brain, if I'm being honest. Like, that's kind of my brain diagram. Like, you got Havoc. So you kind of just got a Havoc side, the more creative and tried, like, the problem solving side, and the more peaceful side of me as well.
There you go.
So Scientia is just every trauma I've had put into a story.
That's a multi-million-dollar idea right there, Hollywood.
Hey, we could potentially make a movie.
Give this man 10% of everything.
10% on all expenses.
Yes. Everything. I want you to J.K. Rowling this man. Stephen King.
So yeah, Decrypted was...
like that. I'll let you finish.
Decrypted was a very weird character in its time. He wasn't supposed to be as big of a character as he is. Like, he was just to be like a one-off thing. Like, and then when we introduced Infinity into the mix, he was just kind of meant to be the introduced. He was supposed to be an introductory character, which then turned into a very scientific timeline loop event going on in Scientia, which is kind of like history repeats itself over and over type of ordeal. So Decrypted turns into a Abilitine and he does it all over again, constantly being on a loop until he finally snaps. So it's kind of what Scientia kind of started and is still growing at this point because we have future plans for future releases for this story.
There you go. I can't wait to see it. I know I'm part of it, but I still want to see it. This is a whole different experience viewing it.
Mm-hmm.
At least in my experience with drama. I know some of you didn't take drama, but I did. I wasn't a theater nerd, but they had me carry all the heavy shit. Because I was the only guy willing to do that.
I mean, it's fair game to anyone, really.
I mean, hey, I grew up. And anyone who knows me know this, but my general audience doesn't. I grew up in a very rural town. You're not walking anywhere to get anything. So a lot of backbreaking work is kind of a given in these circumstances. But anyway, I don't have a lot of questions left. I don't think.
It's all good, man.
There is a personal question, but I want to save that for the end.
Mm-hmm.
Unless that's the only question I have left. Okay, no, I did that. No, I did that. No, I did that. Did that. I did that. I didn't do that. Alright, I guess we're on the last question. Damn.
Oh, then.
Well, I have been streaming for about, like, what? An hour and 30 minutes?
Over an hour. It's not that bad.
No, it's not. Okay. Alright, yeah, here we go. The big one. Big question.
Oh.
What would you tell someone going through mental health issues? What would you say to them?
I would personally say hang on in there. There's always light at the end of the tunnel, even if it's a dark road ahead. Because it's like every so often you need to just find that safe space, either whether it's with someone you know or if it's with confiding in certain social media platforms with certain creators that you do enjoy. Like, I know people kind of find comfort in certain YouTubers.
Oh, absolutely.
But what I would say is find your comfort zone, even if it seems impossible, and just stick with it. And also try and hang on to that as much as you can. There's always someone that's willing to give you a hand, and there's always light at the end of the tunnel, even if it seems impossible.
Always. Always. And I always try to be that outlet for people. I mean, you've seen me talk to people in the server.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always trying to not only understand, but relate. 9 times out of 10, I'm bringing up something that happened to me just to show just how much I understand. And I'll save that for your podcast. I'll save it for your podcast.
I mean, we're all human. We're always.
It's a lot.
We're all human. We're all prone to learning new things about each other, whether it be how they act, what mood they're in. It's just
even yourself.
We're always learning day by day. Yeah.
Because although it is true that nobody knows you better than you, there is also a shit ton of things you do not know about yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You may never get the answers you're looking for. And part of that's okay. That's what half the fun of you is the mystery. Half the fun of people are the mystery.
Yes.
It's like if everyone found out, like if everyone found out what was deep underwater, or what was out in space, or how earthquakes happen. Well, we already know that, but like the actual physical details of how it happens. Like if we saw it, there wouldn't be any, there wouldn't be fun in those topics anymore. I don't mean to stutter, but I mean it.
If pretty much all of life's secrets spilled out in like a book or something, like obviously people are gonna read that and be like, well, we know all of life's secrets. It doesn't make the world that more interesting. There's always something new out there, something new to learn.
Always. Even Albert Einstein didn't... I don't know how true this is, but I read somewhere Albert Einstein didn't know how to snap.
I mean, it's kind of a given, I think.
I don't even know how to snap.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out, don't worry. I'll watch a YouTube video how to do it at the end of this video. Live stream, whatever the fuck.
There you go.
But anyway, yeah, that's about all the questions I have, but there is one more thing I want to add. This podcast is not going to be consistent, okay? So don't expect consistent uploads. This podcast will only be available... I don't know what that was. This podcast will only be available when myself and the other person are. And I'm going to put up a poll in my Discord server with 3 options. And I'm going to let you guys decide who you want for the next episode. And then I'll work with that person. And we'll make magic happen. Because the king cannot be stopped.
Opposition?
Say opposition.
Is it proposition?
Or proposition. I'm about to say, Brandon got ops.
I'm pretty sure I said composition. I said proposition. Oh, wait, what the fuck? But it's a good proposition to have your community to let them vote.
That's true. That's true. That's why I always put polls out. Some of you motherfuckers don't like answering them. I love y'all, but answer my damn polls.
Answer them, damn it.
Please. Pretty please. With 2 cherries on top. If you don't like cherries, I can replace them with strawberries. Everybody loves strawberries.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, quite frankly, I think that's it. Still expect 2 videos a week. I'm not quite sure what the goal from here is, but there will be a video on midnight Saturday, actually. Stay tuned for that. And is there anything you want to add, Brandon?
I guess just overall subscribe. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. That's another big one that you should really do.
Yes.
And just have a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are, because that's normally what I say if I do not know what time zone you're in. So.
And let's not forget, always aim for higher. But anyway, that'll do it for me. And with that being said, I'm going to disappear now.